What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another No Hard Feelings podcast episode. Today we have a very special guest.
Not too special, but it's DuB here. How you doing?
We got DuB family. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I like to start off the podcast with my guests, kind of do like a get to know me, where I ask you like where you're from and, you know, how you came and got to where you're at right now. So I guess we can start off with where you're from.
I'm from Pontiac, Michigan. Yeah, I'm from Pontiac, Michigan.
Why'd you pause? What were you about to say?
Because I make this joke and say I'm from LA.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since 2019, February.
19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, no, you got about like 2 more years so you can say you're a resident.
So what, 5 years?
I think so. In my head, that's all I'm saying, like 5 years. I don't know what's the actual amount, though.
No, I actually been here. I've been here since like 2018, but I didn't move. I didn't get my own apartment until February.
Oh, okay. But you've been here since 2018, though. So
Not, you know, I was like periodically leaving back and forth, but I spent most of my 2018 here.
So how was it growing up in Pontiac?
I
What's
mean,
the difference between Detroit and Pontiac?
I mean, now I kind of feel like, you know how them people like in school, like if you was like the popular kids and it was like the, you gonna say lame kids and it was like the middle where they just was cool with everybody.
Right.
I kind of was like more towards like high popular in school, but then I was more so like gang. I was in like gang shit in Pontiac, but it's not like how it is
Out
in
here.
LA. LA is kind of like.
Because when you say gang shit, I'm like, DuB?
It was like no, I'm talking about like I used to be totally different, like 100. I want to say I did like 100% turnaround,
Oh, wow.
like 100%.
Was you out like, I don't know if I want to ask this, like robbing niggas and stuff? Like that?
I
type of
never
bad?
robbed nobody, but it was like, you know, shooting stuff and jumping people. And,
You in a shootout? And
yeah,
jumping
like
people?
yeah, it was a lot of crazy stuff. I never sold drugs though, so I never got. It was like a respect thing in my city. Like if you didn't sell drugs, you're not supposed to get robbed. Only drug dealers get robbed. So.
Right. I wish it was like that in LA. They don't care who you are, what you do. You getting that treatment. I call it the LA treatment.
I heard it was popular. To be honest, I have never been to a hood in LA. Like I never been outside of
Really?
like I never been like in LA. Like I went to Black on the Block one day.
Yeah, I think I seen you post a video going to a hood in LA or something like that. Going to the most.
Oh yeah, I went to this. I went on TikTok and I seen like Crip Mac and his other creator
to the
talking about
50.
it's like Master Burger or something like that.
Where is that at? What street were you on?
It started with a W. I can't remember, but it was like about 3 streets away from like
Western?
Figaro. It was like Western.
Well, Figaro and Western run the same way. So
Yeah, it was pretty. It was
Master
it was
Burger.
crazy.
Let me see.
It's like Master Burger or like.
I've heard of that.
But it was good. It was cheap, but it was good.
I'm not from here. I'm from the Valley. Master Burger.
Wait, what's the difference?
The Valley is like over there, like Woodland Hills, Canoga Park, Chatsworth,
Yeah, that's
North
where-
Hollywood.
That's where. Yeah, I want to say I'm from the Valley. I don't live in LA.
You are not from the Valley, duh.
No, I don't live this way. I
Oh
live
no,
that
I know,
way.
I know. I wouldn't even expect you to live that way. Is where like Master Burger. Okay, this one is on Vernon
Nah,
and Western.
Let me see what it look like.
Hold on. That's the only one.
Nah, I'm getting the name wrong, dude. Cause my homie tried to go. It's like Master or something, like Master Burger or some shit like that. But it was like, that was like the craziest place I ever been.
What was
In
going
LA.
on there when you went there?
It's just this old man probably was like 50, 60 and was like, cause I was filming it and he was like, yo, where you from? And I was talking about Connecticut for some reason. I was like, Connecticut. I'm just visiting from Connecticut. I don't know why I said that, but.
And what did he say?
He was like, oh, why y'all filming over here? I'm like, oh yeah, this page is popular on TikTok. And then this homeless lady with some cookies opened my door and was like, you want to buy these cookies for $5? And I was like, I'm more like I ain't trying to act like tough, but I don't let nobody get that close to me.
Right.
I was gonna kind of like move her out the way, but I just was like, here go $5. Got off
Right.
there and just drove
And that's all
off.
she wanted. She walked right away after that.
Try to sell me
You
the
probably
sugar
bought her
cookies.
drugs for that day.
Probably.
That's crazy. So do y'all have junkies like that in Pontiac?
Nah, it's like 3 or 4. But
3 or 4 junkies?
Like that walk around, how like they walk around and like here, but there's like 3 or 4. Everybody know them, but like most of like our junkies live in like trailer parks, low income, like not low income living because a lot of people live over there, but like very, very low income apartments. Like,
yeah.
Like very,
well, we have
very
that
low.
here, and they still don't be living in there. They be on the streets. Like, I feel like, because my dad's a junkie, and he, like, sometimes I don't even be knowing that it's him. Like, I almost hit him one time when I was driving up Normandy. Like, he was stumbling, walking into the street. And, yeah, a lot of the junkies out here, they don't even have their own tents to sleep in. They be at the bus stops, like, real life in front of Master Burger.
How did that make you feel?
That he's a junkie?
Yeah.
Honestly, he's been like that all my life, so I don't really, like, care too much. Sometimes I be like, dang, like, this my dad. Like, the day I almost hit him, it was nighttime. Whoa. That's him? My dad.
That's fucking weird.
No, that's weird. You sit down. That was so weird. No, but honestly, it doesn't make me feel any way. I tried to help him. Like, I used to work the security job. I tried to get him a job at the security place, and then the manager called me like, hey, your dad was sleeping on the job, and he left 2 hours early. I'm like, just fire him. Like, honestly, because I don't want to lose my job. But to answer your question, I'm kind of, like, used to it now. Yeah. But, yeah, they're totally different out here. They do not have their own, like, places and stuff like that. So that's cool that in Pontiac they actually have somewhere to go lay their head.
Yeah, but, like, average rent out there is, like, I mean, I don't know what it is now, but I think I was paying like $800 for a 3-bedroom.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Our
So
2-bedroom
like,
right now is $3,200.
Shit. I think I pay like 6 right now.
6 for how many rooms?
3.
Wow, DuB. 6.
I'm not sure. It's auto pay, so I'm not sure, but it's probably like 6. I don't know how much none of my bills is because they all on auto pay.
Period. Love that.
And I turn my notifications
Real nigga
off.
shit. Yeah, because you don't want to see that anyways. Who wants to see that?
But yeah, back to what but Pontiac, it was kind of like if I had to explain it like here, like if I had to explain, I'm gonna explain Pontiac in North Hollywood.
Okay, yeah.
You know where Universal was at, right? Let's say, for example, that was my hood.
Yeah.
And let's say where Dave's Hot Chicken is, the one by, it's like,
By Cilantro?
I don't know what cilantro is.
Oh, bomb-ass Mexican place. You got to try it. But a Dave's Hot Chicken is across the street from
the Rouse, the plaza with Rouse, Pizza Man.
And like a little swap meet?
Nah.
AutoZone?
AutoZone, yep.
So there's
okay, we're going to say
swap meet in
AutoZone. So we're going to say that plaza with Rouse, AutoZone,
Yeah.
Pizza Man, Subway.
I know what you're talking about.
From that length, it's like the length of where the whole Pontiac, I want to say. Nah. I say kind of down. But from where the hood I was beefing with, that was the distance.
Oh, wow. You know, like with Dirk and them, like the O block and the other block, they're like literally 2 streets down from each other?
It wasn't 2 streets, but I would say probably like 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Like a 6-minute distance. We used to beef, like, and you couldn't go to certain gas stations. A lot of people died. A lot of people in jail for life. A lot of people.
My mom is from Detroit. Like, she was born there, then she moved to Memphis. But she would always tell me, like, when I was younger, before, like, when I was, like, 6, 7, I used to be like, girl, ain't nobody worried about Detroit. Like, ain't nothing going on in there. And now that I see, it's like, oh, okay, they really be, like, killing niggas out there. Like, that's nothing to play with. Like, let's say Michigan in general, not just Detroit, but, like, in Michigan. They really be killing niggas. Like, niggas really die.
I ain't gonna lie. I started going to Detroit when I moved to LA, because Detroit was kind of like 35 minutes. I mean, you go to the casinos, but other than that, I never really roamed Detroit. I see nice parts of Detroit now.
Were you beefing with, like, the gang on 8 Mile or something like that?
Nah, I just never been to Detroit. I don't even know nobody from. I really honestly don't know nobody from Detroit.
So do you feel like do you feel like people weren't really paying attention to Pontiac until you and your family kind of came out here and put on for them?
Well, it's like battle rappers and shit, but I really honestly, I mean, my brother did kind of like put, Pontiac on, you know what I'm saying? But my brother is my brother is probably more popular in Pontiac than me, because I was like I said, I'm not going to hide my past. I mean, I don't care now. I'm not into that shit no more, but I kind of was more like hated in Pontiac. Like, I was like in a gang. Like, I was literally like,
So did you have to fight to get put on the gang?
You just had to
Have stamina?
know somebody that knows somebody.
I just did an interview yesterday. He said he got his eye punched out to get put on the gang that he's in.
Is there any benefits for being in a gang in LA?
To me, I don't bang, and I never will. But I just feel like for some people, yeah.
I got a homie. One of my best friend brother is from here.
Oh, really?
And he in the gang. He in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
And he was telling me, like, he just got out the county jail. And he was like, bro, I literally was fighting every day, bro. He's like, some things like, you would wake, like, you know how, like, you in school and you know you finna fight somebody? Mm-hmm. Like, you just got that feeling every day down there.
That's not how it is in jail, yeah. I feel like for some people, it is, like, there's benefits to it for some people. Like, sometimes people go, like, to their gang so they can have, like, another family, basically. Like, sometimes they just be out in the streets, don't really have nothing to show for, nothing really to live for. So they just be out. Let me go just get put on this hood. Yeah, so enough of the gang banging. So you say that you were kind of like a bad kid. So can you take us back to a time where you got, like, in trouble and you had to, like, go back home, and then your mom kind of, like, you know, take us back to a time like that where you were just out in the streets?
I always been like well, I'm not going to say I was my family didn't know that me and my brother was bad. When I say my brother, I'm not talking about my brother DDG, but my mom didn't know we were bad. Like, we were good kids at home, but at school and out we were. So it wasn't like, but for example, as far as school, I probably got kicked out probably. How many? If it was 180 days you do in school, I probably, in every grade from 9th to 12th, probably did like 90 days in school probably.
Okay,
I was pretty. I got kicked out a lot. Only reason why I said that is because I don't like teachers. Like, I like to learn, but I like to learn myself. I don't like teachers. I don't like somebody telling me what to do. Like, with nothing in my life. Like, I hate trainers. I hate teachers. I hate, like, motivational speakers. That's just not my thing.
Wait, but, like, that's kind of some of the things that you do. Like, sometimes you have, like, your motivational speeches.
Yeah,
you could kind of train somebody because you be on your workout shit. So
yeah, but that's just like, if you listen to everything, doesn't work for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a teacher telling me to write an essay. You write an essay. Like if I'm gonna do it,
they did. That's how they're able to teach you.
I don't know. I just didn't like the whole little teaching aspect of school. Like, I didn't like a person telling me what to do. Because it kind of was just like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like that. I just hate somebody telling me what to do.
I feel like the teachers would kind of take it too far, too. Like, they would take their job a little too serious. Like, you're not my mom.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
I remember, like, we used to do this thing where it get quiet. Like, if it got quiet in class, we would say, like, a funny thing. And we used to always get kicked out for it. Yeah. I was bad in school. I mean, I didn't get good grades at all, but I kind of felt like I just knew what I needed to know.
Right.
I know how to read. I know how to do math.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about chemistry. I don't give a fuck about no decimals. I'm cool.
They always say that we would need them, like, in life, but I still haven't used, like, what's that shit? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Haven't used that in real life. Decimals, haven't used it. Like,
if somebody told me to do a fraction right now, over with.
Really? Do you know A squared plus B squared equals C squared?
No.
Oh, no.
You do?
Yeah.
For what?
That was one of the things that I kind of, like, was excited about every time I went to math class because I knew how to do it, and all the kids would be like, can you help me, Alexia? I'd be like, yeah, like, let me help you real quick because I'm smart.
Nah, what was your grade point average?
So I'm going to just answer and then give the backstory after. I think I had, like, a 3.0. Barely reaching a 3.0, but it was because I've been driving since I was 14. I've been having my own car since I was 14. So I would go to school and leave when I want. You know, I hated doing homework. That's one of the things that I hated. I hated doing homework. I would do my work in class, but if I didn't finish it, I'm not doing it at home.
I have never did homework in my life.
Really?
Ever.
I have a couple times.
Never.
And then, like, I had, like, 80 absences because I would go to, like, first. If I had an important class to go to that day or some homework to turn in, I would go to first period if I had to go there. Or if I had to be at sixth period, I wouldn't get to school sometimes till 2:30. We get out at 3:10.
3:10?
Yeah.
What time did it start?
7:50.
I think ours was, I don't even fucking remember. It's been a minute.
How
I
long
hated
has it been
school.
since you graduated?
I graduated in 2011.
Really? Damn, that's crazy. I graduated 2017.
Damn, what you was like 10?
No, I'm 24.
But nah, I graduated with probably like a 1.3. Barely made it.
Really? You walked the stage?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't like school. Like I feel like I'm very intelligent. I just don't like school.
Yeah.
Like my driver test for LA, I took it like 6 times. Cause I just don't like taking tests and I don't know.
You wanna know something? Never had a license before.
For real? Why not?
I tried it and I failed it 3 times and I just never went back to go.
The
written test, I tried it. I had to pay a $30 extra because they give you 3 free times to do it, and then after you have to pay. So I had to pay, I think, twice. So I think I did it 5 times, and then I passed. And then the driver part, literally, this is the DMV entrance. They had me, no, this is the entrance. So I was driving, and I had to exit out right here. A car was coming. I pulled out. The car almost hit. I stopped. They said, make a left, make another left, and pull back in. Like, I was in the car for maybe 5 minutes until I failed.
You hit somebody?
No, almost. I didn't see the car. They told me to make a right, and I didn't see the car coming from that way. So they're like, boom, you failed.
You should just, if you get a license in another state, then you come here, you only do the written.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll try to go to, like, Pontiac and get a license. And then
That shit easy. You know, in Pontiac, they don't ID you. It's an old-ass man. He don't ID you. So what happened is I got my brother's my brother's license. My homie, his name is B Carp. I got his license. My homie Tev got a couple people. Like,
so when you go back to Pontiac, I'm gonna tell you, you just get my license for a
yeah,
pizza.
I mean, yeah, if I put on a wig or some shit.
I'm just playing. Okay, so I know recently I seen where you kind of gave us like an inside scoop about how you weren't always this close with your family. At what point did you rekindle the relationship with them? Like how did that come about?
I ain't gonna say I always been super close with my family, but my family they don't like I say that we all act different than what we act now. Like I was more of a, like you said, in a gang. Like our shit. Yeah, I guess you could say it was a gang. I had like a friend group, it was me, my brother, my homie Danny, Tev, B Carp.
Your homie who?
It was like Danny, Tev. We just had a bunch of friends, and I used to hang around them a lot, like a lot. And then like it was just like my brother was like I got 2 brothers. When I say my brother DDG, he was kind of like smart, like super smart. When I say like, I'm talking about dumb smart.
I know, so he won't let us forget that he was valedictorian.
Yeah, he really was like, into that. So my brother he was like a competitive person. He always wanted to beat somebody in something. So he was always doing like school activities, it's just like baseball, sports, and all this other stuff.
Right.
Then my mom kind of was like, just chilling all the time.
Yeah.
So it kind of was like all of us all did our own thing. Then my older sister, she kind of like, she moved out hella young. Probably my sister moved out with her boyfriend at like 17.
Really?
Yeah. And
How was that for your mom?
It was cool. They still together to this day.
That's her first daughter though?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They all God damn, what fucking phone was it? They all so it was like everybody was just doing their own thing. And then kind of like my brother, so my twin brother, he ended up passing. So
rest in peace to him.
He ended up like the life that we was living and ended up catching up.
Yeah.
And then I want to say it kind of like threw everything off because my brother passed, one of my closest homies. Well, I try to like get him into the social media thing today, but Tev, he ended up going to jail for like 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Me and my homie Danny fell out. So it's kind of was like, all right, what do I do?
Yeah.
And now that would make us get kind of closer.
With your family, right,
yeah.
right.
So it wasn't like we was distant. It was kind of more like we was all doing our own thing.
Yeah. And then something tragic happened. It's just like we all we got.
Right.
Now you see.
Exactly.
Okay. That's what's up. So, well, you already answered this question. I asked, did DuB used to be in the streets? Because you always, like, make these little jokes like, oh, I used to be a street nigga. But you can never tell if you, like, being serious or if you joking. So
Nah, I really used to be. But I honestly can say, like, I mean, I guess in a simpler form, like, if you wanted to, like, if I was explaining it to a high school person, like, I went from popular to lame because I knew I wanted to be the person I am today.
Right.
And now I'm just, like, hella. I want to say like up. How you say it? Like upper echelon or whatever? How you say that?
What?
You know how people be like upper.
Up a notch?
No.
You turn it up a notch?
What did you say? What's the word? Echelon.
Oh.
Upper echelon.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's kind of like, all right, in simpler forms, I say it's like being bougie. Like I feel like I'm hella bougie now.
Oh, okay.
Compared to what I used to be. So I just feel like I just did a whole little turnaround. Like I don't, cause trouble or anything like that, but
Right.
I won't. I'm like big on respect and stuff like that.
If a nigga walked up to you right now, like in LA, like, what's up? Like, where you from? Or like, some shit like that. And how
like
are
some
you
hood
reacting?
shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
But like in Hollywood though, like say if we right here on Hollywood and Highland and somebody like, where you from? Like you look like you're not from out here. Where you from?
I'm gonna be like, Michigan. I ain't that, but that's, you gotta think about it.
And then but like a nigga's in your face like this, like he's ready to hit you if you say the wrong thing. Like, what's your reaction?
Oh, I'm literally gonna diffuse the react. I have too much.
Diffuse? That's
I would just
so
be
good,
like,
though.
all right, but because I just feel like he probably got something going on. He probably can't pay his bills, repoed his car, girl cheated on him.
Right.
And then I just know what I go home to. Like I know what I have. Like this escalating. But if it's a personal problem, like I had a personal problem yesterday, but it was just like, if it's a personal problem, like that I feel like I have, like if it's like total disrespect, then I feel like I gotta take it all the way there. But I kind of avoid that. I haven't gotten an altercation since I've been in LA.
Is it because, like you said, you know what you go home to, you know what you have, or is it because you know your strength and you know how you could get?
Nah, it's just that I could just like, for example, let's say for example, you ride into Walmart like this in a car, you got the right of way in a car do like this and you stop. You get out the car, whoop their ass, they head hit the curb.
Okay.
Now you gone, you're away from your kid.
Oh yeah.
Can't smoke no weed no more.
Can't smoke.
When all you really could have did was just pull it off and yelled in your car. About time you hit the corner and scissor come on, you forgot all about that. True. So that's kind of how like I pinpoint my life. Like everybody make the wrong decisions in that instant. I kind of like overthink every day in my head. Every time I do something, I think about it like 1,000 times and what's the outcome could be.
Now, but before that wasn't the case.
No, now it's just like, I don't want to give this up.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Okay. So moving out here from Pontiac, you said that you didn't always have your own apartment and stuff like that. So who are you staying with, your mom?
My mom put us out when we was 18 on some, get out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and she was serious.
Yeah, she found us a job and she found us an apartment. It was funny. We got out.
Some parents don't do that though, so that's actually very cool of her.
Yeah, from like 18 to 20, I lived by myself, and then from 21 to 22, I had to move back with my mom, and then from 22, then I had my own spot.
Right. Okay, so was your motive to like? Of course, you knew you wanted to do YouTube, or how did you even start doing YouTube? Did you know? I
didn't want to do YouTube. No.
Oh, okay.
So I always been like a goofy. So what like 6th grade, I used to get like semi-bullied, me and my brother. Like semi-bullied. But these was like big niggas. Like these niggas in 7th and 8th grade was like
the Grow brothers.
They was like huge niggas, like bullying people. Yeah. So I didn't want to like fight. I didn't want to like sell drugs. So me and my brother used to just be funny. Like we're like funny. Yeah. Blaze people, shit like that. I mean, in LA, I think they call it like roasting or something. Roast them, yeah. But like blaze, we used to like blaze people, roast them, whatever. And then it kind of got like, we was like the funny people. Like we started being like funny. So I used to say like little random shit throughout my whole life, like random words, and like even to this day I still do it, like in all my like vids and stuff like that. But my brother I ended up working for Comcast. I had my son. I ended up working for Comcast, I had a decent living.
Comcast is what?
It's called Spectrum out here.
Oh, Wi-Fi, like cable.
Yeah. So I was coming in and putting in Wi-Fi and cable and shit and phone. I have a question about that too. So I was doing that, and then I remember to this day I was up on this pole, putting this like cable up to do the install or whatever. And my brother called me and was like, "Man, I made I'm almost to 100,000 this month." I'm like, 100,000 what? He's like, dollars. I made 100,000. He's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm on this pole."
What you doing?
And then he was like, "Man, I made 100,000, uploaded 7 videos in one day." And I was like, damn, that's lit, whatever. Then we hung up the phone. But I didn't used to watch my brother. I didn't watch YouTube. I used to just watch, like, you know, like just movies and shit.
Right.
So we got off the phone. I didn't, but about this time, honest to God truth, I did not know what $100,000 was. I've never even close to making $100,000 or even 10K at that. So it was to the point where my brother he was already here though. I wasn't here. Yeah. And then he was like, man, you need to start doing YouTube. Like, you should just start. Like, just try it. So I tried it for a while. It just didn't, you know, I was getting maybe 10K, 5K views. I was making like $1,000 a month. It was extra, but I was still working. So it got to a habit where I was working 4 days Comcast, 7 days YouTube. Then I was finessing Comcast, like acting like I was sick, or I would say I couldn't work, but you had to enter your time yourself, and I would just act like I worked. They never called it on. It was just a lot of stuff, and then I had, in like 2018, I had ended up making like, I think it was like 7K. No,
in
6K. It was like 1 month.
Oh, okay.
I made 6K, and then I was like, damn, if this shit keep going, it's over for this job. Then I made 7K the next month.
Oh, wow.
So now I got 13. It was the highest money I ever had. Told my mom, I'm like, man, listen, my rent is $800. I got a year and a half of rent. If it don't work, I got a year and a half to figure out something else. And then it just worked. It never stopped. Nothing ever went down from there. And, you know.
So I kind of feel like, well, to get back to the question, so was your motive once you started it to be this big, or it was just like, I need this is good money, my brother's making good money, let me do this? Or were you like, man, I want to be big, like this is something that I want to do?
I mean, at first, once I realized that you can make money, it was cool. It was hella cool. But what driven me, and
100,000 at that, like
what driven me was different from other people is that the comments that you get. So what driven me is like, you would get somebody that'll be like, it takes a lot for you to sit there, type on your phone and say, yo, I'm having a badass day, but your videos change me or whatever. But then I was realizing, like, my brother, like I said, I always was funny, and I used to be at this point, me and my brother around each other, and I used to like say little shit. Then I used to watch his videos, and he would say it, and then they would love it in his videos. So he kind of was like telling me, like, man, I took that little thing, that little story you told, and I put it in my video, and people love it. You need to start doing it. So for me, it was more so, the money was there, but for me, and still to this day, it's just more so of changing somebody's experience, you know what I'm saying? Or changing somebody's day. Because, like, for me, like, Drake and, for example, if Drake vlogged every day, he would be a bigger artist than what he is. Because everybody wants to see, you only see him on a picture. Yeah. If your favorite person is giving you a content of their life every day, it kind of like, you like motivating people. Yeah. But then, you know, it just comes with a revenue now. So my passion was like just changing somebody's day, but then it just came with the revenue, I guess. So that was like my.
So it was like, I got my cake and eat it too, low key.
Right. I think my goal was like 100K. And I remember I did so much for 100K subscribers. And then after that, kind of was like, all right, let me just get to 1 million. And,
up from there.
Yeah, I mean, now it's just, I'll just be like, you know, whatever.
So with you being in the industry, I would say, because you're around a lot more people than just YouTubers now. Like, you being indoors, a lot of people can't get in. With you being in the industry and stuff like that, and you have a son, and you're very close with your I call him a baby because he's still a baby. You're very close with your baby. Is there anybody that has hit you up to like work with him that you're just like, I'm not putting my kid in the same? No, you're not. No.
Like business wise, or
like business wise, just working with him in general, because you know.
It's like Fashion Nova.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had something. We had something put together for Fashion Nova, and it was just like, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Fashion Nova used to pay people.
I was on Fashion Nova yesterday with my sister, my god sister. They're having a 50% off everything, you know, the whole thing. And we were like shopping, and I seen an Ed Hardy sweatsuit, and I was like, is that fake? Like, you know, sometimes they put it. Yes, they have a collaboration with Ed Hardy. I said, no, the hell they did it.
Yeah, see, I Fashion Nova kind of like lowballed, and I was telling, it was like a point where it was like, you know, my son is like, they had like a little baby little thing, and it was just like Fashion Nova. It's just a lot of
H&M than that. Not H&M, but those type of stores like Zara or something.
Yeah, then it was like I get a lot of like TikTokers, not more so race driven, but I get like a lot of like those big white TikTokers asking them, can they take him to the mall and buy him shit. Like, come on, bro. I don't.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who his daddy is and his uncle and his grandma?
This nigga has everything. Like
anything you possibly want.
I just don't. Yeah, it'd be like little weird shit, or like you would get. There's a lot of like big TikTokers that be trying to do stuff for him, and it's like, bro, this nigga is 7, bro. Like,
right?
Why he's 7 years old.
I had seen your brother had did a concert. And I think he brought Woo-Up out on the stage. And then after the fact, he literally was like, how we're close. He was that close to Trippie Redd. He scares me. Trippie Redd scares the hell out of me. I'm sorry. Yes. So I'm like, I'm looking at him. He's like, Trippie Redd, hi. I'm like, you're not scared, baby?
No. Oh, you talking about the Juice WRLD thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's... I'm not gonna. It just gives like rah, like, you know. I don't.
No, actually,
he's so brave. So that's what I mean by like, is he one of the people you would like let work with your son? Yeah,
actually. Well, before the concert, that was our first time seeing him. But then after, I kind of like seen Trippie Redd a bunch of times after.
Oh, okay.
Like, we see them like a bunch of times, and kind of like it's just like, you know, you can't like judge a book by its cover. He don't act how he look, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, I don't think I'm judging like the 666 and all like the rah. Like, it's just like, I don't know what I would do if I seen him right now. I'd be like,
yeah, that's how, like, I mean, what do you feel about Lil Nas X then? He dressed up.
I blocked him on Instagram. Yeah. After he twerked on the devil, I just couldn't do it.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's weird. But we're not gonna bring him on.
I mean, like, race driven. It's just like they be asking, like, hey, can we do a smash or pass with like that weird ass shit?
Okay, yeah.
You know, like some people, you know, like some people with common sense that has kids. Yeah. And these niggas be like 19, 18.
Right. They're still kids themselves.
Yeah, I remember this dude asked Woo-Up, like, we was at, I forgot where, I think it was at Chick-fil-A. Dude was like, yo, can I take a picture? And then he was like, yo, Woo-Up, who's the most famous person in your phone? I'm like, man, get the fuck on, bro.
Yeah, because why are you even asking him that?
This nigga is 7, bro. Like, you would not walk up to nobody in kindergarten and ask them, or second grade and ask them.
I think people think because they see you guys, like your family, you know, you guys joke around with him because that's your kid, you know, like you can do whatever you want. But I think they see how you guys interact with him, and then they try to like give that same energy to him so that, you know, because a lot of times I see people go up to him. He's not really like the type of kid that wants to be in niggas' faces. He like, get the fuck out of my face, you know? So I think that the people, like those kids asking those certain questions, I think they're just doing that just so they can get a reaction out of him and more not like get out of my face type, you know? But they have to understand that he's still a kid. Like, that's, some of this stuff is like kind of too much for kids sometimes. Like, you see these Disney Channel kids growing up now, like they're all fucked up because of the shit that they had to endure as kids.
Yeah, I just be, some people more like considerate than others, but other people just kind of forget like starstruck, I guess.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen Leonardo DiCaprio. And I was kind of like super starstruck. I was a grown man. I was like, God,
imagine being 7 and people being starstruck by you. That's so dope.
You know, I haven't drunk juice in like 2 years, like almost 2 years.
Really?
I'm like calorie driven now.
Let's get into that. So why did you start working out?
Why I started working out is just weird. I was just on the phone with my homie one day. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go run a mile every day. And he was like, I'll do it with you. And I ended up going, and then we ended up like walking this little trail. It took like a mile. I think it took me like 26 minutes to do like a mile.
Oh, wow. Is that a long time?
Hell yeah. So I'm like, man, I need to lose some fucking weight, because I really wanted to just be more attractive, to be honest. If anything else, I just wanted to be like more attractive. And kind of like stop the comments on my videos that I was getting.
Were they commenting about your weight?
Yeah, people were saying I was fat. Like, I didn't know, looking at me as I was, but then it was like, not so more so like, like in the belly. It was like my face, like my arms, my stomach was kind of like, it was like this.
Have you always, I don't want to say like the wrong word, but have you always been like big like that up until you started working out, or?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. So I used to, I mean, probably always was like close to 200, but when I got to Cali, it was just different. Like, it was just different. Like, Michigan is cool, but everything like, it's either pizza or some shit like that.
Yeah.
When I got to Cali, I was like, this shit real, nigga.
Yeah,
Carne
real
asada,
food.
fries, fucking Five Guys.
Fire.
Just a bunch of shit. So it was like more so, cause like I said, like before I got to Cali, it was like night and day. Like I think I was juggling like, you know, a couple, like probably like, I think like 1,500 a month maybe. So it was like I get some groceries, get some noodles. But now when I got to Cali, it was just like money became like flowing in, so I can just go buy 3 different meals. I was fat as shit, but like I had started working out and then
fat as shit. Be cool on yourself a little bit. Like,
nah, because I don't want to get. I know I ain't getting back to that.
Yeah.
So I just started working out because first I just wanted to just try something. Because I used to wake up and have the same regimen. Wake up, sit on the couch to 2, and then pick up my son from school. So I was like, from 10 to 1:50, I want to do something. And I had just started working out. And then I want to say like 10 days in, 10 days. So I started off with a group of friends. And then it just ended up me and another 2 dudes, which is Ace, one of my close homies now, and then Damo.
I think I met Ace.
You probably did, man. Ace.
I think
he
he
owned
put
the
up-
Chosen One's clothing line.
Yeah, he pulled up with the shit when I interviewed
Yep,
the
yep.
shit.
And Damo, which is like my cameraman now, we just was working out every day. And it was like a competition because Damo was more like athletic than us, but he ate worse. Ace was kind of more, he was bigger, but he dropped more weight. Than me, I was just always like neutral. So then it was like 2 months I went past and I'm just running every day and I'm losing like 7 pounds. I'm seeing a change in myself. And then I had a discipline where I was just eating chicken and rice. I ate chicken and rice every day for like 7 months.
I've tried
chicken,
that
rice,
for a
broccoli.
week and couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was just like some discipline shit. And then I kind of like, I want to say like, when did I go to Palm Springs? I don't remember. But it was like a couple months ago, I had kind of like just gave up the diet, like what I was doing and working out every single day. And I kind of like just stayed at my same weight. And now I'm dieting again. So it was just like, I have like sicknesses. Like I don't get sick anymore. Like I don't remember the last time I had a headache. Like to be honest, I really don't remember the last time I had a headache. I mean, as long as if I drink or something, but
Yeah.
I haven't had no headache. I don't snore anymore.
How you know? You be asking?
Yeah, because, like, you know, you'll wake up, like, like, a lot of people do that, like, when they wake up, and then, I just feel like, I literally could just wake up and then jump up and start my day instead of be, like, draggy, need caffeine type shit. Like, I just all around just feel different. I feel like I, you know, almost at my best. You know, I feel like I'm in my rarest form, almost. And I just feel like with working out, it's just, like, cool for me. Because, again, I don't like listening to people. So it's like I'm fighting against myself when I work out. Because it's hard. It's not easy.
It's not. I've tried it multiple times. I'd be like, damn, like, how do people do this? Wake up and go to the gym
That's the
every
hardest thing.
single day.
The hardest thing is going.
Yeah.
The workout is easy. The hardest thing is going.
For me, I like to push myself. So that's the hardest thing for me, like, especially that treadmill. I'm like, all right, I'll set a time. Like, all right, I'm going to run the treadmill for 10 minutes. I'm going to start off going a cool, like, walking. And then at 2 minutes, I'm a walk for 2 minutes. I'm going to run hard for 2 minutes. I'm going to walk for 2 minutes. By the time the 5th minute come, I'm like, I'm done. I'm off this shit. Like,
See, do you
it's
go
the
with anybody?
discipline for
Is
me.
it just with you?
I mean, I would go with, like, my son's dad, but
See,
I don't like
that's-
for him to tell me what to do. So he stopped, you know, because
That-
I'd be like, don't tell me.
See, that's the thing. That's why you have to go with some. I used to go to the gym and shit with my homies, but it's just kind of like y'all get into a conversation, y'all get into other shit. You have to go to the gym with somebody that's totally different from you. The people I was going to the gym with, I didn't even like them niggas at first. Now they so cool because you gotta like go there to like, all right, bro, let's do this mile. Instead of time, worried about like miles or calories.
Okay.
Like, don't worry about time, worry about calories. Because if you think about it, I mean, I like working out now, but like
No, I wanna learn, so-
10 minutes on the treadmill walking, probably like 0.30, so you're not even at a mile.
Oh, wow.
But like I say on a treadmill, like 7.5 speed, you probably can do it in like 8 minutes. But that's
Fast.
That's fast. So like, but you lose the most calories running.
Do you think it's easier to run a mile like off like outside? Because you know how sometimes you run around like wherever you're at like outside. Do you think it's easier to do a mile like that or in the gym, like on the treadmill?
I said it'd be if you go into the gym and doing multiple stuff, then do the treadmill. But outside is better because
beautiful, just seeing everything.
Yeah, like that's what I do now. Like I wake up. I didn't do it today because I had a long night last night, but. Every morning I wake up and I do like at least 3 miles. Okay. Yesterday I did 5.5. The day before that I did like 4.
How long does it take you to do that?
Like an hour.
Do people be like, "Hey, DuB"?
Nah. Don't nobody know me where I live at.
It's a whole bunch. Wait, in the valley, you stay in the valley, right?
Yeah.
And it's a whole bunch of like
I think
Armenians and like
Nah, I don't live on no more Armenians.
Really?
Glendale is like Armenians. That's where all the Armenians.
Oh yeah,
at.
Glendale. That's what I'm saying.
Is Glendale the valley?
No.
Yes. Why you stop?
I have like a consistency problem.
It ain't about consistency, but that's when I feel like that's the like challenge like of life that God gives us. Like if you can keep doing it, because in the word that we learned that. People didn't believe in him, but he constantly gave, constantly pushed it. That's what I feel like a lot of people think, like they give up too quick. Because like I said, I was working out for at least like 5 months before. I mean, other people were seeing it. I didn't see it. It took me like 8 months to see it. But every day I was working out because I know I wanted to be, to be honest, like more attractive, more lookable to other people. Because
no, you look good.
No, thank you. But I was saying like I know that's what I wanted. And with YouTube, I know that's what I wanted, right? I know that's what I wanted, but the moment the guaranteed moment you stop, it's kind of like you kind of like just starting at A. Cuz think about it.
That's exactly what happened.
If like for example, like Kai, everybody knows the biggest black influencer out right now, right? But right now, Kai doesn't have to stream every day because right now his life is hitting him too fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate how they doing Kai right now. But
what? He's perfect.
No, he's perfect, but I just don't like for the past couple months, he's trying to do like things like, he's just trying to think out the box. Yeah. And people are just like getting on his ass because. But
to you, that's a bad thing. To him, it's a good thing. He probably ain't thinking like this is a good thing, but just think about. Why are me and you talking about Kai right now? Yeah. But that's the consistency. That yeah. So as soon as you have the consistency, the only thing that like the social media is allowing someone to always think about you either bad or negative. For example, the reason why I hate this. There's a lot of narratives people have, but they be like, "Oh, you're only rich because of like a woo-op or some shit like weird shit like
God,
that." Right?
Yeah.
Before the narrative.
If I was, that's my seed.
Yeah, it's like my son. But like, so I remember Deshae's mom, she always has these Sunday dinners. I called my mom because we all was driving in one car. And I'm like, if Woo-Wop went to Deshae's mama house and said he wanted to kill you for a video, would you be mad? She was like, don't have him fucking do that shit.
Right.
Fuck, that's disrespectful.
Right.
All right. So I went to his mom. I was like, if Woo-Wop said he wanted to kill you because I was finna do his prank saying Woo-Wop wanted to kill his grandmama.
Oh God,
and his mama. And I was like, if he said that to you, what would you like? Would you be mad? They all was like, yeah, don't fucking do that. Don't put that on the camera. Boom, that's it. So what I did was
that gave you all the reason to do it.
I put Woo-Wop on this collar shirt, wrote death or something on his head. Got a little went to the little store, got a little emo, made a little emo outfit, and I was like, "Dad, when we get in here and everybody finna eat, say you want to kill your granny," and then he was like, "All right." And I said, "Say you want to kill your Gigi, because that's what she called. My mom don't like nobody calling her granny."
Right, my mom.
He said, "I'm not calling her. I'm not saying Gigi. If I say grandma, then I'm not talking about her because I call her Gigi."
Right. He's so smart.
And then he said, "Mom. If I say mom." I'm not talking about my mom because I call her mama.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So brought my cameraman over there. We walked in the house. I was like, he had a hoodie over his head because I didn't want nobody to see. Nobody knew what I was doing. Nobody.
Oh, really?
So the cameraman walked in. He walked in. My mama was sitting there, and then I told him, I'm like, yo, when we get in here, just say it. And he was like, as soon as everybody in the corner just say it. He sung it.
Oh, God.
And I was like, he's like, I want to kill my mom. He sung it. And but I just told him to say it. And then everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, all of that was like a real, the first thing when we walk in the house, that's all like a real reaction. It wasn't 2 takes, wasn't nothing. Then I was like, what the fuck? So I told my cameraman to stop. I'm like, yo, Dad, I didn't
tell you to sing it. Yeah.
And then I was like, but yeah, let's finish. So I was cutting that part out the video. My mom was like, make sure you cut that part out. Because it was so natural.
Right,
so make sure you cut that out. I watched it. I was like, man, you know what? I ain't cutting that shit out.
Right.
Then woke up. It didn't do as good on YouTube, but it did like did like 11 million on TikTok in like one day.
Damn.
And then it just kind of like blew up from there. But that's kind of like what it is. Like negative comments and good comments are all the same thing. It keeps you relevant. As long as somebody talking about you, then as long as somebody, if they on your mind, even if they see a picture on Instagram, a story, you doing something, like you it's all, that's good for you. Right. So it's like consistency. So the more they see your face, the more they got to talk about you. If you went on here and be like, man, I just don't fuck with, for example, I just don't fuck with, what's a girl?
Jessica.
I just don't fuck with Jessica. But let's say Jessica was the biggest person in the world right now. Taylor Swift ass bitch. It'd be like, if you said something bad or good, said something bad like you didn't like about her, these people gonna come at you like, well, you look like this. You shouldn't be talking about Jessica. Or I feel you shouldn't be talking about Jessica. Right. And then the next time, the next thing you put up has nothing to do with the Jessica situation because everybody waiting for you. Then they like, she don't give a fuck. Now you on to another subject. Now they said people still talking about Jessica in your comments. But now you talking about how you hate football or you love 300-pound men. Now they got so many subjects to talk about you in. So it's like you get good and bad, sad, funny, and now you just irrelevant. But I say that comes with consistency. No matter what you're doing, you should just want to be in someone's eyes at all time. Like on Instagram story, Snapchat, Twitter. You just want to just be on there so they can see you. As long as they see you, they're going to search you.
Right.
And that's it.
Kind of feel like that too. And back then, I was like more of I'm like big headed. Like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be this person because I did that. Like, I was trying to dictate how people looked at me or like perceive me as far as being on YouTube and like my supporters and people that watch me. I was trying to dictate how they feel about me. And based off of what you just said and just me growing and learning, it's just like you can't do that. You either all in or you not. Like, it's no gray areas. It's either black or white.
Who's your favorite actor? Like, you don't have a favorite like Denzel, Will Smith. You don't want to watch that?
I don't really watch TV like that.
All right, so like, I can still explain what I said.
Okay, like, let me just say Denzel Washington is my fave.
So what? But that's not the real, right?
No, not my real one.
Like a TV show, Power. You watch Power?
No, a TV show that I do watch. Say Natalie Nunn. She's like,
that's the
Baddies.
Baddies girl.
That's
right?
a show. Yeah.
So all right, put it like this. For example, I lost my train of thought, but I know exactly what I wanted to say. So for example, like it's not her. Like when you say you like her, right? And everybody has an opinion about her, right? But everybody has an opinion about her. Everybody has an opinion. It's like yesterday, right? So, for example, let me say this. If you were walking into this gas station that's across the street and someone walked past and they thought something about you, the cashier thought something about you, the other person thought something about you. When you walk at the gas station and a dude try to come talk to you, right? Which one do you care about? The thought, like which emotion or thoughts or thinking processes you care about when you walked in that gas station?
And you're asking me if I cared about them, the cashier or the man, like which
like
one?
The man, the lady you walked in looked at you. The cashier kind of like didn't pay attention to you at all. The dude outside wanted to talk to you. Did any of those bother you?
You want to know something? All three of them.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the internet. Like everybody has like everybody's gonna think something of you.
But you see my response, all of them are bothering me. That's not a good response.
Yeah,
all of them are not supposed to.
The only thing that can stop your train of thought is if you read those comments. Me, I'll be honest, I don't read any of my comments.
I've been reading all the comments.
See, you shouldn't, because that's you.
But
that's
hear me
caring
out.
about.
I read a lot of my podcast comments and the only reason why I do is because I just now started this. Well, I've been doing it for a year now, but every episode I get better and better. Like there's like with my questions or, you know, like doing my research and stuff like that. So that's why I read those comments, because sometimes I like to take that constructive criticism, even though they haven't been really rude. Like they're like, oh, I loved her interview. It's just, you could have did this better. So I'll read that and then, you know, take that and run with it and trying to like fix it.
Yeah, but majority of people, when they comment, it's when they first click it.
Yeah.
Because what they do is they go read the comments and then they
respond back.
Yeah, so you can't. That's what I'm saying. With comments, it's just like, see, if you focus on something other than the craft, it kind of like slow you down type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would say like the best thing is consistency and not reading the comments, because the good just like anything that looks normal, like I love her, that just looks so normal to you. But when it's that fuck that bit, that just stands out. It looks bigger than it just looks like the biggest text, and it can kill your mood. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, them people made me work out. Them people made me, get a fucking hair transplant, because that shit hurt. But now I just don't read.
It hurt?
Like, you know, comments sometimes hurt.
Yeah.
But now I don't pay attention to nobody.
And you know what I love about you? Like, even you being grown and being a man, you're not afraid to say, like, that hurt. Like, that hurt my feelings, low-key, and this is why I'm doing this, or this is why, like, you know? A lot of people will be like, no, I'm just trying to work out because that's a healthy thing to do. But it's just like...
Shit, I mean, like... So I done said somebody done said something to me a long time ago. That shit still stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't...
Fuck you, by the way. No.
That's kind of like, you know, some people be saying like little hoe shit and kind of like fuck with you. Yeah.
Okay, I got a couple more questions because he said we got to wrap it up. So the next question I want to ask you, a lot of people have this like perception of you that you're very like, I don't want to say a lot of people, but I have seen comments like DuB is rude or he's straightforward. How does that make you feel? Does that make you want to like switch it up, or does that make you want to be even more like
I kind of feel like I feel like I kind of like put so many people in my life because I like vlog, and vlogging is different from like a regular video. Pop the balloon video. So I kind of just like am like a character on a video other than myself. So it might seem rude on there, but that's just not how I am. But yeah, I'm more like, I just gotta try to keep a little bit more stuff private. But I would say I'm like not a blunt person, but like a
straightforward.
Straightforward is them mean asshole people. So I'm kind of like,
I mean, it is what it is.
I wouldn't say rude. I would just say, you know, straightforward. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to find words to make it sound any better.
Right. Okay, I watched a video that you put up a couple days ago. It was for Brittany's birthday, and I literally almost teared the hell up. I had to comment. I don't be commenting. I had to comment. Like, this is crazy. Like I said, a lot of people comment on your relationship. A lot of people just comment a lot of stuff in general when it comes to you and your personal life, aside from what you put out on YouTube. You already explained that you've, like, take care of her on a daily basis, but for you to put it on YouTube and kind of like show these people that are commenting, that's kind of what I got for like, here, shut the fuck up. Now y'all see. Like, I do this on a daily basis, but just so y'all can see this, like, this ain't nothing. Here you go, babe. Like, you know?
I mean, to be honest, I mean, that's like Brittany, she probably like a big part of like my success and DuB's success. It's because
shout out to you, Brittany.
I just wanted to like, I'm really blaming my mom. So me and Brittany was kind of like, you know, it was like, it was a baby daddy, baby mama situation in Pontiac. But then I started making like a lot of money, like unbelievable money. And I think she was making like, I mean, I don't mean to put the business up there. I think she was making like $3K a month working at the hospital.
But that's a lot. If you guys weren't YouTubers, that would be a lot.
Yeah, so I asked my mom, I'm like, man, I could give her $3K to move here and watch WUWAP. Yeah. And
watch her own kid is crazy.
But no, because it was like gonna be like a
back and forth thing. And that'll be a lot on him too.
I was like, you should move here, blah, blah, blah. And then ever since then, it's like, if I got to go with my brother to a concert, if I got to go somewhere, she is like she's just, you know, it's like not watching them, but it's just like
she's not like, oh, I want to go. Why can't I be with you? You're about to be with bitches. She like, okay, give me my son. Go do what you got to do and come back home.
Send me some money so I can get some groceries. So it's just like that. Like, it was like a real good partnership. So, like I said, like, I do a lot. But she kind of like, only thing I would say I dislike about her is like she's very low materialistic. She doesn't want anything. Like, she don't want. You
don't like that about her?
Nah, it's like I be wanting like my son. He's like, if we go shopping, he wants a Balenciaga because I trained him for that. Whatever. But like her, she's
man.
Like,
I wish we had more time because I want to ask you about why you like Balenciaga so much.
I just let me explain that. But she's like very low. She's like okay with like the okay things like that. Like, she's like, even though she had like.
Do you think that's really her? She's only saying no to those things because she doesn't want you to feel like she's like money hungry or something. I mean, how can she be money hungry if she's been with you for your whole life?
Yeah, like I think I bought her like a Range Rover like 3 years ago, and then I tried to upgrade it. She was like no, and like she was like, when I bought her birthday present, she was like, I hope it ain't no jury. Yeah. And I was like, no, it ain't. And I was just like, no, it's no jury. So she like. Not materialistic, but what happened with Balenciaga, I'm gonna tell you this quick story. So I didn't know what money was back in the day, I promise. I didn't know what 10,000 was. My brother it was my birthday, my brother took me to Balenciaga. And I was looking at these shoes, it's called Arenas back then, red Arenas. I wanted them, it was like $750. He ended up, I was like, I want these, and then the dude, I was like this weird experience. Dude went in the back, brought them to me, and then my brother ended up having a shirt. And it was just one shirt on the rack, but it was like one thing. Like, I was like, damn, we're the largest, extra largest. Right. They had to get them from the back. And then how you pay, you go into this little room. It was just like a big, I'm like, bro, when I get some money, I'm getting Balenciaga. Yeah. I'm like, I'm wearing it. And then I just always wear it now.
Okay, but I think you're going around the question. So you got some Balenciaga, but Balenciaga did this kind of like sexual thing with kids, like sexualizing kids, making them you don't give a fuck. I ain't do it, so
I don't give a fuck about. Be honest, I don't give a fuck about. That's the only person that should give a fuck is that parent's mom. Yeah, she knew what the fuck they was doing. Yeah. My son got a photo shoot. I'm right there.
Right. Period. Point blank. Okay. Cool. All right. So last question. I want to know if Comcast offered you the money that you make now, would you go back to work for them?
Fuck no. Shit no.
So it's not about the money. It's about your time and being able to do what you want to do every day.
Like, I can wake up at any time. Like, when I leave here, I don't know what the fuck I'm finna do. I can stay up 3 days and, like, it's just like, no, the time is more precious than anything.
Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to...
Question for you.
What's up?
We should make a bet.
Okay.
If you make a vlog channel and do, like, let's say... It's November. By like January 1st, I'll bring Wu up on here. You interview him. 25 vlogs.
25 vlogs? But you want me to make a whole new channel?
You could. 25 vlogs, y'all. Let's do 25 vlogs. It's very easy. Okay. You got a kid?
Yeah.
It's easy. You got like a life with people? It's easy. After your people leave, you could probably like vlog with them or something.
Okay, so 25 vlogs. Bet accepted. We're going to do that. Thank you so much, DuB, for pulling up. I really appreciate you.
Just to say, because we got to wrap it up, I was supposed to come on here like maybe like 6 times. It's like every, like I don't plan my day. I plan it the day.
Right.
If that makes sense. Yeah. So like, I hate when people be like, what you doing in 2 weeks? Nigga, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's totally understandable. And I was telling my boyfriend that yesterday. I'm like, because I'm like, I was supposed to do a podcast. I even wore my Balenciagas yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna wear my Balenciagas. But no, I was supposed to. I got my 4s on today. But yeah, I was telling him, and I'm like, honestly, like this is what I signed up for. You know, Ty was the only person that showed up on time out of all my interviews. Ty was the only person, and I was actually 5 minutes late because I was at CVS trying to get loose leaves for us to smoke. But yeah, he was the only person that was on time. So I'm like, I know what comes with this shit. Like, I'm not too much really tripping. Like,
you brought him ice cream too, didn't you?
Oh, I bought myself an ice cream, but I didn't eat it because I'm like, why would I be wanting to eat ice cream and it just melts? So I threw it. But no, I brought him some chips and a juice. That was actually a good podcast too. All right, well, we gotta go. We can talk about this after. Thank you so much for pulling up. I really appreciate you. If you guys want to see any more other interviews, go ahead and check out Princess Alexia YouTube page. We will be having a No Hard Feelings podcast YouTube page very soon. I don't know exactly when, but yes, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.